Hey folks, it's been some time since I even attempted to make a video. Has to be 4 or 5 years. I'm testing out the old Microsoft LifeCam VX5000 webcam that I last used. Surely outdated by today's standards, but perhaps sufficient for these purposes. All I'm gonna do is talk. Planning to dance around or anything. I am still, as you can see, the shirtless wonder. It's about, I don't know, it's in the upper 30s in centigrade. It's probably about 95, 96 degrees Fahrenheit here in Bangkok. And, you know, we're still on shutdown, and I don't see any particular need for clothing at this point, There's no, below the chest shots going on, so it should work out just fine. Anyway, it's good to see you all, or as many as come to view this video. I've been trying to come up with topics and different things that I might discuss. Of course, excuse me. Of course, inviting your participation, responses in the comments and anything else, response videos that you might want to do. I'm sure I'm going to say things that are occasionally going to be out of line and in some cases even wrong, flat out wrong. I don't claim to have any special knowledge or gifts of intelligence or anything of that nature. I was given what I was given, and I do the best with what I have. And I'm a work in progress. I came here to Bangkok in 2010, and at the time I was 50, I think 50 years old, something like that, maybe 51, I can't remember exactly. And truth be told, I hadn't even begun to grow up until I arrived here. And I am indebted to Southeast Asia in general, but Thailand in specific, for anything positive attributable to my character and personality, because before I came here I lived in a very pessimistic environment, and there was just a lot of negative undercurrent to my approach to life. I didn't even see it. I didn't, I had friends, but perhaps not as many as I should have, and perhaps I wasn't as good a friend as I should have been to them, because the few friends I had were of the highest caliber and quality. I did the best I could at the time, okay? But without a doubt, I could have done, in hindsight, I probably could have done some work and done even better. So, my name is Mike. I go by the name of Maekong here in Thailand, and especially on YouTube and what little social media that I participate in. But yeah, as I said, my real name is Mike. So I don't really have anything specific to talk about. We're still in the middle of this COVID nightmare, Well, nightmare. I mean, nightmares are relative. But it's a tad inconvenient, to say the least, as I'm sure all of you are aware. So many conflicts have arisen as a consequence of this, and for everyone, but here it's created state of economic paralysis for the most part. And there's no end in sight. We have limited resources and accessibility to things like vaccines, so we're going to be, masked up and, using gel here and facing a lot of lockdowns and things like that while they try to sort out where the outcroppings of infections are coming from at any given time. It's quite the adventure. I mean, to be honest, I'm quite fortunate in that I have a place to live, and I live at subsistence level, but nonetheless I live. And here, subsistence level is good enough. You're not going to die from the cold here or anything like that. You don't pay a heating bill, and you can get pretty warm, but there's ways of combating that too. So again, I'm not complaining, just stating things as they are. Well, that's going to be it for this video. This is mainly a test to see how my equipment fares, and I'm playing with some background music. I believe it's Buckethead, Colma or something running in the background. I can't remember the names of songs very well anymore. And well, that's about it for now. So stay safe, everyone. Know that you're not alone. No matter your circumstance, everyone is suffering right now in some form or fashion, and we're all hoping for a better tomorrow, an eventual tomorrow anyway. The one thing I've learned here is that everything changes. It may be in glacial increments, but it does change. And if you wait it out, you will have a different field of view at some point. So hang in there and know that I at least care about you, and want what's best for you, and that's the hope I have for all of humankind at this point. We're quite a mess across the globe, but I've no doubt that if we can get rid of some of the nonsense in our belief systems and our educational systems and our perceptions of the world around us, especially each other, we can pull ourselves out and form a workable global society. And that's the reality, folks. There's no going back. These flare-ups of nationalism are not doing anyone any good, and we will either continue or we will die as a species. And the clock is ticking. Who knows when it will run out, but rest assured, if we don't get our act together, it will run out. There are plenty of good things going on in the world, folks, and there's plenty of things we can do to influence our immediate surroundings. So let's get busy. Let's, greet each other in the streets and recognize the commonality that exists between us rather than the differences. And let's forge a better future, Well, that's it for today. I hope you all have a good summer wherever you are, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.